Hello everybody and welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast in the world that is a complete shit show. I am Turch, and with me is my co-host, the CEO, the man that shaved his own head. It's Kieran. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing really well, and we've had a few technical difficulties starting the show. I realized at my end, Turch, I was pressing the the track rather than record the track button.
And my end, just the computer decided to completely just turn itself off and start all over again. So let's hope. If it doesn't work this time, whatever we capture, I don't think we're going to be doing another take of this. It might just be we do it another time. But you did shave your head.
We only do one take. Yeah, I did shave my head. I decided that I, was too much of a hippie and needed to bring back more conservatism into this world. And so I decided to shave my head.
I'm very proud of you. Now you've got a haircut to set your watch to, at least.
I do. And I was meant to set it to like a number 5 or a number 7. I was like, I'll start, at a higher number, and I'll work my way in.
No, higher means shorter.
It's too much. No. In this case, I don't know. These were shavers. Like a 2 was or 3 or whatever. Anyway, I started off. This is a number 3. I totally was like, cool. I'm going to start off with like a number 7.
Yeah.
And then I was like fiddling around with it, cleaning it, put it together, and I was like, oh well, fucking hell! I started with a number 3.
Gotta keep it going.
This is what it's going to be.
Gotta keep it going. Exactly right. I think maybe I've told this story on the podcast before, but a couple of years ago at Phillip Island, we all did like Mexican mustaches for our Mexican night, and I think I brought a pair of trimmers.
Those that could grow mustaches.
Yes, that's right. It's right. So the people that could definitely had facial hair. We trimmed it down. I brought a pair of clippers. And we all had mustaches. There's some good photos floating around somewhere, right? And I think it was when everyone left and Jess came up to me and said, I'm pretty sure you trimmed your balls with those clippers. And yes. Well, I did. Now I've got new ones. So there you go. A bit of insight to me. You keep it manscaped down there, I'm assuming?
The manscape. Well, I was a little bit worried because I thought, shit, I wonder if these clippers that I'm using of my housemates, I'm like, I wonder if they've been used down there. That the thought did cross my mind. But Manscaped, what a great product that is.
I obviously do. I've told the world now. Is that something you partake in?
Look, I think just like how we take care of our facial hair and our head hair, we also need to take care down there.
I've got to admit, I've never seen you have more facial hair than what you have now. I haven't even seen you with like 5 o'clock shadow. It's ridiculous. This man here can grow facial hair for a week, and it's what I do coming out of the... I'll shave, have a shower, and suddenly I have more facial hair than this man. The Italian genes are strong in this boy.
To grow a beard, what a birthday gift or Christmas present that would be.
You know what? Do it for the wedding, mate. The wedding is going to come up.
No. Jess would yell at me. She would yell at me because I'd be so patchy. I would be so patchy because I can't grow a beard. It's so fucking patchy. I'll leave it for a month.
But you can't. You can't lose. You can't lose. Because if you grow it and it's patchy, you can always shave it. But if you don't grow it, you won't even know what you're capable of as a man.
Jess will be walking down the aisle. She will see me. I will get yelled at in front of everybody. Right? She'll walk back. She'll tell me to go fucking shave. And then everyone's going to have to sit around and wait.
Start it all over.
Yeah, and then start it all over again. Just like what we had to do just before. And then that's quality drinking time that I will be eating into.
That's very true. Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to upset Jess, You know, it's Jess's day.
What if Jess comes out and says grow facial hair? What would she do then?
Okay, well, her fucking problem. She tells me to grow it and it's fucking patchy and whatever. That's her fucking problem.
That's true.
Um,
That's very true. But that's okay. It's not about you, Kieran. It's about you looking ridiculous on Jess's whim. That's more important.
and I want you to know that for your wedding, I have also lost a kilo
That's very good.
in the last week.
That's very good.
I've been calorie counting. I've been starving. Actually, I haven't really been starving myself. And I've also realized that calorie counting is far easier than I actually thought.
How so?
Well, number one, if I can just delay my food a little bit, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm just like, so I found out Pringles, because I was very much addicted to Pringles. 100 grams of Pringles was like 500 calories.
Yeah.
And I was like, I shouldn't be eating these.
I shouldn't be eating 2 packs of these a night with a couple of beers. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. And so I've been calorie counting. I'm like, oh, wow, if I just don't eat Pringles, I can actually lose weight.
I'm all good.
That's what I mean.
I'm very
I'm
proud
just
of
like,
you.
oh, wow.
I'm very proud of you. Well, I got a second rant, but today I'm going to talk about one rant, and then we'll go into the second rant, with like a weight loss rant, and I'm sure you'll agree with me on that one. But this one here, you'll definitely agree with me. People during COVID are becoming less funny.
Do you know what? People in the street that you walk past are fucking like hate everyone.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
No one's fun.
Even on social media, people have become less fun.
Everyone's boring on social media.
It's true. Well,
They're all agitated.
You know me. I try to make... Look, social media should just be a fun experience, right? I don't want to know about... That's right. So when I post things, which is very rarely, even during this COVID...
Like I posted the other day...
Yeah.
Here comes Darwinism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I thought was a very funny post.
Bit of a joke, yeah, bit of fun. You got COVIDed. I saw that.
I did get COVIDed.
I hope we all remember that in the future when you get the little COVID tag underneath your post anytime you mention some more sort of COVID stuff. Every time someone does it that I care about and gets it, I always say you've been COVIDed. Just as a record. I'm a preserver of the peace over here. But going on for mine, I thought to myself, look, Victoria still say how many cases of new COVID cases they have every single day. Like the government puts it out.
Under our dictator, Dan, who hasn't gone back and run parliament online.
No, I know. Ridiculous.
Where everyone else has gone online.
He hasn't been...
and they can't...
He hasn't done a press conference himself for like nearly a week. It's been all the other...
He's a dictator.
Yeah, I know.
He's probably gone on holidays. And, you know, that's that. That's what dictators do.
So anyway, I thought to myself, okay, this is a bit of fun. My favourite game show of all time is Price is Right.
Yeah.
I love Price is Right. And there's a game...
What's his name? Larry
Emder. Yep, he's still around.
Yeah, that's it.
He's still around. He's doing the one with like the smart people, and you have to ask the questions against the smart people. I can't remember. He's on another game show at the moment.
That is a great description. Oh, you know, the smart people.
No, it's like
and
a panel of people, and they play and they answer questions against.
We are
Mastermind or something like that. I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. Larry Emder, he used to host Price is Right in Australia.
Wet triangle thing. What am I trying to describe there, Church?
A wet triangle thing? Coat hanger abortions. Okay, so what do you...
I was going with like boat, but you know, that is what you just said.
Thank you.
It provided no value.
But Larry Emder, he used to host Prices Right here. He was great. He used to give away the Alfa Romeo classic on the prize on the board and all that. Remember this? Remember? Everyone remembers. Great times.
Yeah,
but the first game they always play is that they show you a product. It comes out, and then everyone has to guess. Like the 4 people there have to guess how much it is, and if you know the closest without going over is the winner.
Yeah.
And I thought,
but you see, I think you need to up your game, Turch, because you only told us how many COVID cases, and really in The Price is Right, there was the washer and dryer, there was the vacuum cleaner,
Look,
there was the holiday, and then there was the car. And one of them would always not, throw you off. One of them was like,
but no, this is the initial game. So they call you to come on down, and there's 4 people there. They show you one prize, and everyone guesses, and that way you can go play Plinko, or you can go play the Mountain Climbers or Hole in One.
okay.
You need to win that before you get.
I don't know how we can get this crossover happening, but I also want you to do Pluck a Duck.
I'm up for Pluck a Duck. Actually, I'm going to talk to you about something I want to do for Phillip Island, but let's push that to a side for a second. There's plenty of ideas happening in this brain. So anyway, I thought to myself, hey, this will be fun. Like, everyone has a guess of how many COVID cases they're going to be tomorrow anyway. Why don't we just make a bit of fun game about it? Like, yeah, we know people are going to get COVID, but, might as well have a bit of fun. Guess, play a game. Very simple. I put it up. Yeah, COVID Price is Right. Guess how many COVID cases are going to happen tomorrow. Closest without going over wins. And we'll just do it again. Yeah. Very simple game. Very harmless game.
I don't think I've put my my numbers in for
I haven't done one yet for today, but I'll put it up. Don't worry about that.
All right.
But yesterday we did it. You were first in. You had like over 500. 550, I think your number was. I did 416. And then we had a few other people, a bit of a laugh, like putting the numbers there, and I'm posting Price is Right pictures. Bit of fun. And then I get this one person's like, this is not funny, bud. As a comment. And I'm just like... Is
this person still... Is that comment still there?
It is, yeah. Can
I see who this is?
So I responded... It was an old colleague of mine. That's all I'll say, right? And I'm just like, yeah, this is very funny. So I responded to her saying, hey, actually, no, you're right. This is very funny.
Oh my God, sorry, I didn't realize how many people...
and then after her comment where she was like, oh, this is not funny, like 10 other people had guesses of how many COVID cases were going to happen. And I'm like, oh, this is a great time.
Sorry. I've just read that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Not a funny joke, bud. Yeah. And then you respond with... You're right. It's really funny. Oh, I got to do some backing up here.
No, you don't. I don't need any backing up. This is,
I'm doing a ha-ha emoji to that.
Thank you very much. Live action tweeting people. But I'm just like, you know what? I don't get it. There's why would if you don't find it funny, just ignore it. The fact that you've come into this means that you're really offended. But why are you really offended? If I just said to you, chatted to this person and said, oh, I think tomorrow's going to be 600 cases. What's the difference between that and me going, hey, why don't we all have a guess and a bit of fun? So, I'm pretty sure you can gamble on how many COVID tests.
If anything from this... you've actually proven that most people had a sense of humor, bar one.
Yeah, bar one person. Like anyone that wanted to get involved. I had people still putting in their stuff this morning before like the 9 o'clock or 9:30 announcement, whenever it is, of how many COVID cases there were. So obviously people go, oh yeah, a bit of fun. I'm not winning anything. I'm not losing anything. It's just a bit of fun guessing some of the numbers. I'll probably do it again. And I don't
fuck yeah, do it again.
Yeah, of course I will. I'm a fool. But I'm just like...
We want international people joining in on this as well.
Please do. I just don't understand why people think, like, just by saying, oh, I didn't find it funny, so it's not. It's like, well, if you don't find it funny, like, I don't find some comedians funny, but I just don't watch them. I don't find some movies funny that people say is funny. Like, I rewatched all, like, the first...
Do you know what it is? You know what it is? Because they prescribe to a certain cult of living.
Yes.
They're trying to climb the corporate ladder of, I don't know, whatever they need to do. And they need to appear to those people, in their social media crafted world, that they're doing the right thing, that they're portraying that image of this is the right way and everyone else is wrong, and I'm going to take a stand.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, but what are they taking a stand of? People having fun? I will
They're
never...
taking a stand against small Italian men who are 30 years of age.
I don't understand why people have so little humor about these sort of things, or a bit of fun. Like, people are trying to entertain themselves, and I hate it. The other thing I hate, and
Do you know what? I mean, this is the thing. We're trapped. We can't do anything.
yeah,
Give us some fun, Church. Give us some fun.
look, all I try to do, there's nothing more. I do solid work all day of boring stuff, and when I finish work, I just want fun. I just want to watch crappy cartoons. I just want to watch funny jokes. I want to watch Seinfeld for the 400th time. I don't want to do anything serious. You know, even my music playing.
All right, can I tell you what I did last night? I know you haven't watched Yellowstone. Right?
Yeah.
But it's to do with cowboys and ranchers and power and people taking the ranch and the land and Marbo and all of that, right?
Yeah, yeah. No one's going to get Marbo except for the Australians.
I was looking at buying an Akubra last night so I could wear it while I watch Yellowstone. And I think you should get an Akubra too, Turch.
No, I'm not a hat guy.
Yeah, but this is an Akubra. This is a $200 and something hat. Very nice. I think it would be very. Do you know what? Do you want that as your wedding gift?
I don't want an Akubra as my wedding gift. I'm gonna a hard no on that one there.
Well, I think someone might be getting 3 bloody milkshake blenders for their wedding, because someone on Saturday night to all their other friends, every time another person would appear on the virtual thing that we were doing, for some reason the conversation organically came up with, "Oh, we don't have a blender. We don't have a blender at our house."
That's very true.
And I'm like, well, the seed has been planted that Kieran will be buying a blender, and then Niall will be buying a blender, and then probably Alice will be buying a blender. You're probably going to get like 4 or 5 blenders.
Well, look, I don't know what to say about that. You'll have to fight. You'll have to talk it over with Jess. You know how it is. But for now,
2 Akubras coming your way.
I'm not a hat guy.
I'm going to make sure they're really, and I'm going to make sure they're really fucking expensive, and they're going to be fucking like engraved underneath the hat or something like that, so you can't fucking gift it. I'm going to make sure it says not for resale purposes.
Yeah, not regifting, not for regifting. That's what's going to
have
on
no
the front.
regifting.
At least when I bought you a hat, right? I bought you a pink hat that said Dr. CEO. At least I was like, yes, this is the hat for this man here. Perfect. Yeah. And I hope you wear it while running. To keep your little noggin.
I should wear it while running.
You do. Yeah. Speaking of running, this is my other rant. And Jess has noticed this too. People just don't move out of the way.
No.
I don't know what it is. Like, you're obviously on one side of the footpath. Two people can walk 2 abreast.
Yeah.
And yet they walk in the middle and they see you coming and you're like, well, look, I'm trying to run. I'm trying to keep a pace. It's a lot easier for someone who is walking just to move over to the side.
And I'll stick to the left side and you move over.
Subtle.
And then you can go back to sticking in the middle.
And then they just stay there. And you're like, oh, I guess I'll run around you. Thank you. Thank you for all your help.
Very inconvenient.
Oh.
Very inconvenient. I don't like people at parks. I don't like families at parks. I just don't like people in general.
You better get you better get your numbers in, boy, because it's COVID crisis time.
Oh, I'll get that in a moment. No, I look. I've watched Curb, and there's a rule that I'm really going to implement in my life. Never have people over at your house. Always meet them somewhere, so you can always leave. What a great rule that is.
This is exactly the same thing that Jess wanted. Remember when we had her birthday here last year, and like 4 o'clock in the morning, you retards were still here, and Jess was trying to.
I was ready to fucking party. I
Everyone
was alert. I was partying, and you guys kicked us out at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. You
Which
guys
was-
got there. You guys got there at 8. You had a full work day at my house. Oh,
And we drank like all the booze as well.
I remember
There was a shit ton of booze.
there was.
Then I was like, oh fuck, we're out of booze.
There was no. We didn't run out of booze. We ran out of good booze.
Oh,
Because
yeah, okay. Correction,
there was
yes,
one
good booze.
stage I put out a couple of bottles that I was like not too keen on. Like I had like a third of a bottle
that's
left
right.
of Fireball.
We had gone onto
And
the
then
Fireball.
You guys had drank the Fireball,
Yeah.
and then Steffi comes up and goes, "Oh, it's okay." And for Jess's birthday, she bought her another bottle of Fireball, and that was cracked open on the night. I'm like, just all downhill, just all downhill.
That was hilarious because I remember it was like midnight and I see Jess on the couch with her arms crossed. I'm like, oh, I think she wants us to leave.
No, it was like that was at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, two.
So it
Okay,
was
2
a
in the morning.
normal time for people to get fucked, but we just weren't done.
I just
yet.
remember going, oh wow, I think she wants us to leave, and then it was an hour later. I'm like, oh, she's still angry. I think she wants us to leave. An hour later.
That's right. Have you got any more rants for us, or do you want to do some news?
I'm just sick of humans. I'm sick of COVID. I'm sick of Dictator Dan. I'm just annoyed.
I'm sick of people, but I can't wait to see you guys and just really get wasted.
Oh,
Sick.
tell me about it.
Oh.
I can.
Give us some news, Kieran. I know you've got some for us.
I cannot wait for that. I got to get my prices right in.
You do.
Church. Nothing says refreshing like a can of cup noodle ramen flavored soda. Cup noodle is. Do you know what? I've been on some airplanes, and there's this moment of when you're flying, especially when you've been flying for like 24 hours, 20 hours, whatever. Where they put the lights all off, and you don't know when you're going to get fed next because you're a peasant and you're sitting in economy and
You're in limbo. You're in limbo.
You're in limbo, but then you can ask the flight attendants for ramen cup of noodles.
Yeah.
And do you know how good that is? And just drinking that flavored water and eating the noodles. There's just something so satisfying about that.
Pushes you right through to the end of the flight.
Oh. Anyway, a refreshing like can of cup noodle ramen flavored soda. Cup noodle is turning 50. And Nissan Foods is celebrating with 4 soup flavored carbonated beverages, including one that tastes like seafood. Huh?
Oh.
Mountain Dew or coconut?
Yeah, coconut. Sure. Take a fucking crab juice. Oh. Why would they do that? What's the market for this? Who's
Japan?
the target audience? Yeah, I guess so. But who's the Western target audience for this? Like all of our soft drinks just taste like sugar and maybe a fruit. We have no other. Like, think of a different flavor. All we have is sugar and maybe some sort of fruit. And whatever sarsaparilla is. I don't even know what that actually is. That's the Dr. Pepper. But other than that, we don't have anything else, right?
You have to buy the entire 50th anniversary set, which includes all 4 sodas.
Okay.
Yeah. It costs about £20. A representative for Nissan did not immediately respond to requests for comment on whether the product can be shipped to countries other than Japan, or if you can also, if you can be shipped to any other country.
I'm sure it'll pop up on
hey,
eBay. Oh,
isn't that exciting?
it's very exciting. Well, I've got some news. Continue on with the fast food trend. One of the questions that comes up on this podcast here that was, funnily enough, we've talked about at least once, maybe twice, is the character from McDonald's, the character Grimace. And we've always wondered, what exactly is Grimace? Now, I was under the assumption that he was a thick shake. Just like an upside down thick shake, right? And finally, after 50 years of him being a character, the one of the heads of McDonald's has finally come out and
Yeah.
told the world what Grimace actually is. Now,
Yeah, good.
I've said
I don't
thick
know what a
shake.
grimace is.
I've said thick shake.
Mhm.
What do you think Grimace is?
It sounds terrible.
Have you never seen Grimace?
I don't know what it is.
The
No.
purple,
What the fuck?
triangle thing. Search up what a Grimace is.
Okay.
You don't know
Is
what
this like
Grimace?
is
How
this
do you
like
not
a
know what
hamburger one?
Grimace is? What world did you ever go to McDonald's as a kid?
An ugly, twisted expression on a person's face.
Oh,
Is this what we're talking about?
no, we're
What are
talking
we
about McDonald's Lane Grimace. This guy,
I don't know. Hang on. Are you
that
showing
guy.
me something?
See?
Oh, the purple thing.
Yeah. So I always thought that he was
okay.
like a thick shake or something. You know,
Really looks like purple snot.
purple song. All right, that's all good. But what do you think he is?
Beetroot?
Maybe. Okay, are you ready for this? Is what he is. According to the guys at McDonald's, he is a taste bud.
What?
Yeah. So you got Ronald McDonald, you got the hamburger, you got a Birdo who's obviously a McChicken, and then you have Grimace the taste bud.
Taste bud.
Yeah. That's
That's
wrong.
lame.
That's just wrong.
Who came up with that?
The
Boo.
The people at McDonald's. Oh.
Does Hungry Jack's / Burger King, do they have anyone?
Yeah, they had the Burger King.
Do you know what I loved about?
The Burger King mascot, the Burger King.
Do you know what I loved about having a Burger King party? Was you get the crown.
Mm.
You get the paper crown that you could wear. McDonald's didn't have that.
No, but they had the proper toy. Like I don't. Does the kids meal at Hungry Jack's have a toy?
Fuck, I know.
And McDonald's definitely had the superior playgrounds.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
Those playgrounds were just that's being a kid and going back into a playground like a McDonald's playground. That shit is exciting.
Mm.
As an adult, we can't fit in there, or we probably shouldn't be in there because we're adults.
I've done it this was many years ago now, and I went into one of those with my little cousin, and oh my goodness gracious me, I hurt for a long time because it's not built for I'm a short guy, but it's not built for anyone over 4.5 feet.
I was looking after my niece and nephew a couple of years ago, and I ended up going to fuck me. Whenever you go, you know what? I'll take them to a play cafe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever take them to a play cafe because they're loud.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to get some peace and quiet, you're not,
No.
because the thing is fucking loud. Just loud. And so I took them there. So I'm sitting at the fucking play cafe. The coffee was terrible. Just shit.
Mm.
And I'm like, they could be charging a premium here. A premium. Parents and people like me who have got caregiving responsibility, who somehow want to, pass that off so that they expend energy and then I can put them to bed. So I'm in this play cafe. Nephew's fine. He's sort of old enough to go down the slides and have fun and run and make friends. And my niece probably wasn't quite old enough, but she had ended up climbing up the fucking entire, fucking obstacle course that it was. She must have been 3 stories high or 4 stories high. So she's at the very top. She looks down and she just starts wailing. So I'm the responsible uncle, right? I've got my laptop. I've got my fucking headphones in. I'm trying to do some work. I sort of hear this kid scream, and I'm not her dad. I'm not a mum. So I don't know what the scream is. I don't know her scream. Anyway, working away, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, this kid's still going. Jesus fucking Christ, whoever's parent that is, they're going to fucking do some parenting, right? So the kid must have been screaming for 5 minutes. And I eventually look up and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's my niece. And so what do you do in this situation, Turch? You get down and you start, you walk over and you start yelling at her to come down. I was like, that will work. I'm the psychologist here. I know your kid's behavior. No, it doesn't work. So I'm yelling out, Liam.
You know what? You could be a perfect, have perfect knowledge of textbook psychology, like, you know, and you do, or just like anything, you have a textbook knowledge of any topic, and as soon as a kid gets involved, you have no knowledge of that topic at all. Like, and
That's hilarious because I work with kids.
A meteorologist will be like, you know all that shit, do all the graphs, all that sort of thing. A kid he'll come home and his son or daughter will be like, "Why is the sky blue?" And he'll be like, I don't fucking know, man. Like, leave me alone. I'm just trying to live my life." Like, that's what it would, because you have no clue. You know, why does the door have a green doorknob? He's like, man, I didn't even know that doorknob was green. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm still trying to figure out whether I push or I pull. Like, these are
Why are you making this so difficult for no reason?
So I get my nephew, and I tell him to go get her. So he goes off and gets her, and he's yelling at me. She's like, "She's not moving." Anyway, so I was like, "Fuck." So Church, I had to go into the fucking jungle. I had to go in there. And
PTSD,
you know what?
Was Vietnam War flashbacks.
There were sections where I'm like, I've got to fucking suck my tummy in. Like, I can't get through this fucking obstacle. You know those fucking round things that sort of like spin and you sort of like walk through?
Yeah.
They're not designed for adults.
No, not at all. You're going to be like an inch thick.
Like, I walked out, the fucking sweat's dripping off me. Fucking, yeah, it's not a good look.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you and all your accomplishments.
So I think that is the reason why my brother, I think last week I talked about why my brother doesn't let me babysit his kids. This is maybe another reason why Uncle Kieran is not allowed to look after kids.
That's it. Oh.
What do you have for us, Church?
I got one more news article, and then I've got another comedy special that we're gonna have a watch. Excellent. We did a bad one with women. We're gonna do a bad one with a man. Gonna even thing. But Melbourne's Darebin Council, so the council that I live in, has decided that they're gonna ban men from applying for a street sweeper job in bid to recruit women, non-binary and non-gender conforming people. So our council, the Darebin Council here, has listed a controversial prerequisite on a job advertisement in a bid to promote diversity. The Darebin Council is looking to hire a daytime street sweeper offering a salary of $63,000 plus super, but to apply, you cannot identify as male. The advertisement says this will include women, non-binary, and gender non-conforming people. And the gender equality expert, Dr. Leonora Reese, said the job advertisement was a powerful example of supporting and encouraging women to step into a role. This is the bit that kills me. Step into a role that has traditionally been dominated by men.
I hate to say this, but do you think the other fucking cleaning, sweeping people are ready for this? Like, I'm just, look, great or whatever, good on them in a way, but $63,000.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's not bad for listening to podcast all day.
It's not bad when you just drive around the street. But my thing is this Dr. Reese, or whatever her name is, right, Reese, she's gone, this is a good thing because this industry is usually dominated by men. Now, I'm going to put it out there. I would say that if women had to choose an industry to join, or even the feminists, like the feminists was like, we want more CEOs, we want more doctors, we want more lawyers. This is the wrong kind of equality that they want. They don't want women being street sweepers. They want women to be in, air-conditioned comfort positions. So
what does Bill Burr?
This is like one of those things. They've hired this woman that obviously this council, I'm giving them too much money. Because they can hire a woman that says, you know what, we're going to, there's like no women who sweep the streets. we need to hire a woman. So what we're going to do is we're going to discriminate against anyone that even remotely identifies as male into this job.
When people apply for jobs, what you can actually do is you can take away their name, you can take away their gender, you can take away all those identifying information, so a selection panel or committee is only looking at facts. Do you know that the ABS did this?
Yeah.
Australian Bureau of Statistics. And they found by doing that, they actually got a diverse range of people. Like they hired a diverse range of people
they would.
without setting quotas.
Of course they would.
Because they just took away the stuff that, you know, made sense. And the selection panel is literally going, okay, here's application 1.
Yeah.
What do we think of the criteria on application 1?
Good. Next. This one's shit.
Yes or no. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Application 2. Yeah.
Now, let's go. That's great. The ABS probably has important jobs, probably has technically skilled jobs that are required to be filled. We're talking about someone who needs a license, maybe, and can press a button. Now, again, I don't think this is the feminism that women want, the equality that females want. But I may be wrong as a straight white male, right? You know, it's just crazy. I'm glad more women are becoming street sweepers. I think it's a good push for society. I've always said that, you know, if it's equality you want, it's equality you're gonna get. So I can't wait till there's more chippies that are women. There's more
garbage women.
Septic toilet, septic tank cleaners that are women. Women that work on oil rigs. And I'm so glad that they're finally going to fight on the front line for us at wars. Very excited about all these jobs. You know, and, you know, I'm happy for them to take 50% of the CEO stuff, but you got to, you know, but you've also got to do the jobs that you might not like.
That's great. That's wonderful.
Oh, look at me, the egalitarian equality advocate that I am. Pure satire, ladies and gentlemen.
Church, I got one more article for you.
Yeah.
New York subway city. There was a New York City subway breakdown, which was blamed on a power off button being hit. A recent power outage that disrupted half of New York City's subway for several hours and stranded hundreds and thousands of passengers was likely caused by someone accidentally pressing an emergency power off button. Outside investigators looking into the disruption said there was a strong possibility that the button was accidentally pressed since the plastic guard designed to prevent accidental activation was missing. This is sort of like me when I'm watching TV, then all of a sudden I turn the TV off because I've moved my ass. I've repositioned on the couch.
Or Dweezil moves and he turns off the TV or changes the channel. How'd you get the remote? He's been sleeping on the remote the whole time. Good stuff.
I tell you what, in this case, someone's just leaned against the wall. You know, bit tired, a bit stressed out, leaning against the wall. No plastic covering. Power off button.
I just have to say, someone has commented on my Price is Right game because I've just posted it, and everyone's gone like, you know, the 400s, 500s. One person's just said 1. Really going for that showcase. The undercut. I know that. Oh, it's a good trick. It's a good trick, that one. Hopefully someone gets it there. Gotta win that showcase. Gotta win that COVID showcase. Kieran, I know you're a fan of comedy, and I know that we like to rag on comedians. I've been listening to Who Are These podcasts, and they've been talking about this gentleman here, Patrick Michael, for a very long time. Now, during he claims himself to be a comedian. This Patrick Michael guy has over 30 podcasts that he runs.
Wait, 30 separate podcasts.
30 separate podcasts.
We can't even manage two. Well, I can't even manage one without you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's amazing how we could do it. Anyway, but he also considers himself a musician and a stand-up comedian. Now, he posted this as part of something online, connect up with other comedians. But this is a Patrick Michael live from home, hashtag no crowd. So he's just telling his jokes to the camera, no crowd for people to just enjoy. And I thought to myself, hey, how good would this be? We can go through it. You know, we've gone through some bad female comedians. Let's go through some bad male comedians. And this is, I've heard some of his podcasts being reviewed on Who Are These Podcasts, and he's sort of like this ongoing character that they keep track of. Let's have a look at his comedy together, because I know that you're a fan of comedy, because who isn't, number one. But two, you're a critic. You're a critic of comedy, and I think together we can really criticize, really dissect some of his jokes here. What do you reckon?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Here we go. We don't have any sound. All right, one sec. Let me see if I can fix this video here.
I've got on him for getting up there and putting these out there, though.
It's true. All right, what I'll do is I'll share the old. I'll just edit this bit out, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've had too many technical difficulties. The least we could do is just get rid of this one here, right? All right, here we go. Just tell me to pause it when you're ready. All right, here we go. Hopefully some Patrick Michael.
Got it.
Coming through your the old speakers here. Can you hear that?
Nah, not yet. The screen's still loading.
How about now?
Well, guys, I think it's about time we start acknowledging.
How about now?
Still loading. Still. Give it a second. Hang on.
Looks like it's working on
I've
yours.
got the picture up now.
Yep,
got the picture up now.
Here we go. Here's some sound.
Well, guys, I think it's about time we start acknowledging how good it is being a ginger. It's so good. Anybody who has had red hair their whole life, we know how good it is. It's so good. We get all the benefits of being a human, and people love us because we're different. No. All of these things are lies. People hate us. And I don't know why.
We get all the benefits of being a human. What does that mean?
Why is there a soundtrack in the background?
I don't know. But it's funnier than everything you said so far.
No, good on him. Good on him for doing this. I just question
everything.
The lack of editing. Like, why wouldn't you just redo that? If you didn't nail the joke, you're not doing it in front of a live audience.
Yes.
Redo the take.
That's right. But
no one knows you fucked it up.
This is a 20-minute video.
No one knows.
This is a 20-minute video. We're not going to get through it all, but let's keep going, huh?
Why? But if I can say who I hate, it's simply a ginger who also fears clowns. It's like, if you never looked in the mirror, Pennywise, that's your doppelganger. What you doing? You're not... And it also makes me think that they possibly came up with the idea of a clown because some random guy was walking down the street and saw a ginger and was like, that's a fucking weird looking thing. I bet if I wore a polka dot suit, I could have all the children laughing.
So the invention of a clown.
The
joke is...
Where's the funny part?
I don't know. I'm just trying to work it out. Hey, that guy looks weird. I bet if I looked like him, because of how ridiculous he looks, will be able to make children laugh.
I feel like the joke, if you're going to do it, you'd get up on stage. Yeah, hey, everyone. Da, 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 da. Yes, that is right. I'm a ginger. I have played Ronald McDonald before.
Yeah. Very easy. Very easy. Let's keep it going, yeah.
Even though that thing looks like a monster, I feel there's a way to make it funny. But there is this other group of gingers as well, and they're not really gingers, they're just redheads, and they have what I like to call them as bottled gingers, which is simply a way of saying they dye their hair redhead. They become redheads because they bleach their hair. They color their hair, okay? And they get all the benefits of being a redhead, but they don't have to deal with freckles.
Wait, what are the benefits? Just being human?
I think it's because you get treated like a human. Being a redhead. Except that everyone thinks you look stupid.
Okay. Please continue.
Hide and seek. Because if I can be honest with myself, I don't think I've ever won a game of hide and seek, day or night. Because you can see me. Hard to hide when you glow. But speaking of gingers, it's hard for me to say, oh, there's a famous ginger over here. Let's befriend him. Because is there a ginger Illuminati? Is Ron Howard the leader?
What?
What the fuck is going on?
Dude, if this is what open comedy mic is like, we're going.
We're going, yeah. We need to go every single day. Every single day. Hey, here we go. Some more. Let's get some more going.
Are we all going to meetings once a year so we can decide how long we're allowed to be outside? And right now we're dealing with the coronavirus. We can't go outside. You know the people that are fondest of this? Gingers. Why? No sun. We voluntarily get to stay inside because there's no sun. We don't want the sun to touch us anyways. Have you ever had a sunburn? Have you ever looked like a human lobster? No? Then don't come at me, bro.
Where's the joke?
I think he's moved on to ranting.
This is like the weakest rant ever. Oh, you've never got a sunburn? Well, shut the fuck up. Like, what? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That is rich. Okay, here we go. It's some more.
Okay? But one of the more famous gingers is Louis C.K. And I do kind of feel for him because it's like, dude, you can be rich, powerful, successful, famous, all of these things. But if you got a fire crotch, you're still going to have to bring in your own audience. When you think...
Sorry?
But he's got his own audience.
He's got his own. He doesn't have to bring... He doesn't need to bring in an audience. He's got one. He can rock up to any comedy. In fact, he at one stage had women come back to his hotel with him and watch him jerk off. That's how popular Louis C.K. is.
Think about famous gingers, they're typically comedians. Because we're this close to being clowns as it is. In our natural state, we already look like a clown, basically. I mean, it's like Andrew Santino. Even though he has no matter how much he brushes his hair or trims his beard, everybody's still not going to think he's handsome because he has a fire crotch. We know.
I don't...
This man has to go just... It's
going to need to be believable.
Jerry Seinfeld once said that it took him like 8 hours to write a joke.
Yeah.
And still then, after that, he was trying to perfect it.
Yeah, like the timing, the cadence, all those sort of important aspects.
Yeah.
You know, this guy says a lot of... brevity is the soul of wit.
Yeah,
and
he's got ideas there. But they're still got to be fleshed out.
You know what? This has only been about 3 minutes into this comedy special thing here, and what he said, he could probably condense down to
I don't know.
20 to 30 seconds of comedy.
Seconds, yeah. I don't know what's worse, this or PT, because this both feels like fucking torture.
At least you got something out of PT, this is just torture. Let's get some more jokes into us.
That you can guarantee it. And when that's the case, it's a lot harder to convince somebody to be a sexual partner. All you gotta do as a ginger is be. Just be.
What the fuck is he
So
doing?
Just being
Is he having a
ginger,
stroke?
and people aren't fond of it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Was that synced up with the music? I'm not sure.
That definitely was synced up with the music.
Okay, here we go.
Doing nothing, but you still don't like it. It's almost as if they expect us to do a trick. Hey man, you got a flower that squirts water here? No?
To be honest, I think the ginger joke is literally one or two jokes and then move on to some other content.
Yeah, or going to be a bit more self-deprecating instead of a whole group of people deprecation.
Yeah, I mean, like mine is like I can't grow a beard, you know.
Yeah.
Like a 12-year-old could grow a beard faster than I could.
Yeah, easy. Or this guy here could be like,
Yeah.
you know, oh, when I walk into the my kid's friend's house, I always think I'm the clown. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, give us, you know, like that. That would be funnier.
Yeah.
You know, no, let's keep it going here.
Now speaking of weird people, furries. What are you doing?
All right, I'm back on board now.
You've got me. Yep. I'm listening.
Here we go.
What are you doing? Because if we can be honest, all of the furries we've ever seen on television, in movies, whatever the case may be, it's like you don't have to put on that dog costume for us to know that you're of the canine species, madam. You look like a dog already. You got the chin whiskers, okay?
You know, he explained his own jokes.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't need the dog costume to look like one. Like, yeah, okay, you could just said...
That's the joke. That's all you need to say.
Yeah. Explaining the punchline. Jokes are... I think jokes are the funniest when you explain the punchline to people, but I don't know if it works in this case.
No. He needs to explain what a furry is to people. Because people
It's true.
may not know.
And you know what? When have you ever seen a furry, apart from the Masked Singer, when have you ever seen a furry on TV?
Yeah, good point.
Even if I saw you in the
The
grocery
fuck? Do you watch?
store,
Do you
I would
watch
still
The Masked
assume
Singer?
She probably drive.
It was Jess and I watched it yesterday.
What a fucking shit show. This is the fucking state of. You know what? I do have a rant.
All right.
Network television.
Yeah.
Cancel it. Get rid of it. It's done. It is no more. There is no
really is.
value. They produce nothing but shit. And
It's pretty
continue to
old.
produce shit.
It's all pretty low quality at the moment. It's all pretty low
And
quality.
those that watch network television will be wiped out in the next couple of months thanks to COVID.
Thank God for Darwinism. Because
So
it should have
we-
killed more boomers. Oh,
We can go to our streaming, watch whatever the fuck we want to watch without network television dictating what we need to watch.
Come on, Kieran. Let's
All right.
get some more things here.
Put this guy back on.
Dresses up like a dog. She might pee in her backyard. Hey Anne, why is all the grass dead in the back patio? Oh, we know why. We know why, because you're dressing up like a dog. Because you're apparently so hideous as a human, you think that there's a benefit to you putting on a tail and ears. But like I said, you're already a dog. No need for the costume. We get it. But
Wow.
speaking of dogs, I actually had to hire a translator recently for my dog because I didn't understand a word he was saying. He'd say bark. I'd take him to the woods. He'd say woof. So I'd take him to the roof. He'd say rough. So I'd pull harder on his ears while I was fucking him. And now that we got this translator, he just wants to stop going to the roof. He's afraid of heights.
Oh,
Oh, that was bad.
oh.
That was no. That was what a way to don't you just feel deflated
I just feel dead inside. I just feel dead. Oh, I want to. This is like, you know, when the people go, I want to watch a train. I like to like drive past a
That
train
is
wreck.
bombing.
That's just, if that happened at a actual stand-up show,
Open. Yeah.
it would just be like, okay, next person on the stage.
Yeah, booed and walked off. Yeah.
Let's keep going, Kieran. Let's try to make it to 10 minutes.
So I know this joke is a little old in the sense of this person's been long gone, but Subway, right? When it comes to Subway, it was so weird how they were trying to push that guy on us because he lost all that weight from eating only Subway. But have you met anyone else that just ate Subway and had the same results? Is there anyone that even tried? Because if we can be honest, I don't think Jared Fogle was really into footlongs like we think. And speaking...
Church. I can't do this. I didn't think that there would be anyone worse than Megan, who we watched the other couple of days, but you've done it. You have done it.
Wait, Kieran, I need to digest this just for a sec. So, the joke, the punchline, according to him, the punchline is, I don't think Jared was into footlongs as much as he said he was. Is that implying that he was, like...
Yeah.
Okay, but... Oh my god, this joke could have been written so much better, but it just dies in the ether. Oh, I want to keep going. I'm so intrigued now.
All right.
of being in shape, the UFC is a big deal. A lot of people love mixed martial arts, and I get it. But I feel like it's too late in life for me to start training MMA. But I do want people to fear me as I walk down the street. So I want to get that cauliflower ear thing. But instead of training, I just simply started rubbing my ear on my carpet every day for about 2 hours. It's going to start swelling up real nice here, and I'll never have to train, but everyone will assume that I do. Now, could you...
Where's the joke?
I don't know yet. Let's see where he goes with this.
No, because he smiles like I've just delivered the joke.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Like, every time he thinks there should be a joke, he smiles like at the audience. If he really wanted to, why wouldn't he just put his own laugh track in? Instead of this like fat person walking down like or cartoon, yeah, or like a Daffy Duck trying to set up a Wile E. Coyote trying to set up a trap for Roadrunner type music.
Yeah.
And with cauliflower ear?
I don't know.
Would he eat it? Is that how it started with try to bite your ear? Right? That was the thing when I was in school. Hey man, try to bite your ear.
What?
I think that started because there was just a fat guy who had cauliflower ear and he tried to get to it. Hey, if there's one thing a fat man will never have, it's cauliflower ear.
Say there's a smile again.
Fat man will have crunch bar. Hey, what does a UFC veteran
Is he out of
with
breath?
cauliflower ear get?
Was he out of breath then? A little bit more, Kieran. A little bit more.
After he's done fighting. Crunch bar ear. Elephant ear. I don't know. There's something there. I'll find it one day. And speaking of the UFC, a lot of these guys have nicknames. And
Edit that out. Oh my god. All right, Kieran, I think we're right. I think we have to stop. I think that we have to stop.
Oh. When the comedy festival comes back,
you know what, Kieran? Stop. I have to say, I'm so sorry. That was so much worse than I ever thought. I thought it'd be a fun little romp. A little. That was not entertaining.
No.
That was actually torture.
That was worse than PT. when the comedy festival comes back, we're going to go to see the Raw Comedy, the National Raw Comedy Finals. And do you know what? There are some shockers in there, but I went a couple of years ago. And because you don't know these comedians, like, you know, when like Bill Burr comes out or Joey Diaz or Will Anderson, you know their style.
Yeah.
So you've got these comedians that are actually pretty good up and coming comedians, but you've never heard of them before. Yeah. And so you don't know what you don't know what you're gonna be hit with.
That's what you want.
And in some instances, so funny.
It's like when I go see Dan and he's like a whole, camaraderie of other comedians. Yeah. I know Dan's style, but I don't know any of the others. And it's exciting to find. It's like, yes, I connect with this person, and I hope they do well in the future. Oh, I feel so deflated with that. Kieran, how about we wrap this bad boy up?
What a way to deflate the audience.
I know, I'm very sorry. And for all
someone's listening to this, they're in the car, they've driven to work. Now they're feeling down. Now they don't have the energy.
But that's
the boss is probably going to notice, and the boss is probably going to fire them.
But that's okay.
That's what's happened. Someone has just been fired because of us too.
That's okay, because when he goes home, for all his other wanking needs, he can follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if he'd like to send us a hate mail, a death threat, a rant, or his resume, send it to us at weonlydoontakepodcast@gmail.com. Kieran, thank you so much for helping me.
That's funny.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me get through another fantastic comedy special. It just proves to me that every single time we do this show, it becomes a little bit less of a shit show than it actually is. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next Thursday.
Come on, man. Motherfuckers, guys, come on. Give me the 5-star rating, baby. Give me the 5-star. That's all I want, baby. That's all I want. I'll fuck all the beautiful girls in the goddamn world. They'll fuck a 10-star. I just want 5. 5, baby. Just 5.